Welcome back into the Sports Source. This segment of our program brought to you by Medic Regional Blood Center. Many people are on to other things during the holiday seasons. They simply don't donate blood as much. They don't think about it. But the 28 area hospitals that Medic Regional Blood Center supplies, their needs stay the same. If you want to give a real gift this season, give blood. It's the gift of life. Medic Regional Blood Center, now is the time to think of those folks. Get out there, give blood, take you 45 minutes, and you'll be out of there, and you'll have done a really, really good thing and maybe kept somebody on this earth alive. Medic Regional Blood Center. All right, 2 quick questions for Jimmy and the football players. Down there on that end, I'll start with Daniel and Sterling. How will the senior class be remembered? If you'd asked me 4 months ago, I would say, well, they're part of the group that rebuilt you. 2 top 25 finishes, 3 winning seasons, 3 bowl wins, and then they walk out on the worst team in the history of the school. How will they be remembered?
I think the players will be remembered as guys that have fought and to bring it back. But, you know, you're never going to overcome that Butch Jones era now. When you go 4-8, when you have that type of stuff, they're going to be remembered for being, you know, out of 122 teams, you're probably going to be the 122nd worst team that you had. But you look at the effort they put in, you look at the good things with Trevor Daniel, Kendall Vickers, you know, Kamara and all those guys that were really a part of that team. I think you'll be remembered for appreciating those efforts and that type of stuff.
I mean, you got Mads who kicked his longest field goal of his career the last game in Tennessee yesterday. So, you know, I mean, you got something you could be happy about, but the unfortunate reality is they're going to be considered the class that got hurt all the time. That's the unfortunate reality. I mean, but get past the record. The record, you'll be 10 years from now, you're going to worry about that. What about that injury that they may have carried with them for the rest of their life? Giving it all for Tennessee. The time they came last year, those injuries were there and they had to play. So my thing is, you know, they'll be remembered as the injury class and they fought as hard as they could.
I think players will be forgiven. I think this whole stink will go down on the coaching staff. I think it's all going to be wrapped around Butch Jones. I think the players will be forgiven and forgotten. Daniel said something, though, that now that Butch Jones is gone, I hope, I pray that whoever comes in here stops the whole Team 122, Team 123. Let's just call it a Tennessee football team, please. Sterling doesn't like that.
I agree with him. I think all that stuff is for nothing.
Well, let me ask you this. Does Tennessee face a complete and total rebuild as they did after Derek Dooley?
They have to. I mean, they have to. You lose to Vanderbilt, you don't win 1 out of 8 games. I mean, you've got to start rebuilding it right at the bottom. You got to start right at the bottom.
Okay. All right. There you go.
I think he's right. I think if you go 4-8, you're the losingest team in program history. You don't win a conference game. You got to start all over. And I do think that they're leaving it a little bit better than what Dooley left it, but not much.
Off the field.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Off the field. On the field, it's not. So, on the field, the last year, and again, you throw out those first 4 years. The last year kills it all. Yep. Okay, gentlemen, thank you. When we come back, we're going to run through the final standings for our pick segment this year. Sterling finally got a win. So, who won for the year? We'll talk about that. More importantly, we will make our predictions / guesses as to who Tennessee, that's our next pick, who Tennessee's going to hire. Come on back.